I'm not most fighters, man.
Yeah.
Shit different over here. Like, I want the best competition that's available. You know, I respect him. He definitely got a lot of heart. He got a lot of pride, you know. So I think it's gonna be great. But I'm not one of those guys who just, you know, I take a tune-up, yeah. Or I need another tune-up, you know. Like, I'm not, that's wasting time for me. I feel like it's wasting time. I'm fighting somebody I know I'm gonna beat. Like, what's the point of that?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I want to fight somebody who, you know, people have doubts.
Mm-hmm.
That'll give me more motivation when people got doubts. Like, man, either they gonna come back that same guy, he's gonna come back the same killer. Is he still the biggest? You know what I'm saying? So I definitely look to show everybody and prove to myself and prove to everybody that I am still the biggest in any division that I'm in.
Errol Spence Jr. issues a stern warning to Tim Tszyu by declaring he doesn't believe in waste-of-time tune-ups and is back to fight elite competition, aiming to prove to his doubters that he is still one of the biggest threats in any division. Backing up his bold promises with massive action, Errol Spence Jr. reveals he broke away from a 15-year routine to join forces with legendary coach Ronnie Shields.
Cool, man. What Floyd say? I switch gears like a Lamborghini. It's a tool, man. Bro, like, bro, I'm Olympian, bro. I done fought so many different styles and stuff. You know, if it so happened he start kicking my ass and I gotta fight on the back foot, then that's what it's gonna be, man. It's, you know, it's no pressure. You gotta have different game plans to, you know, different scenarios that might pop up.
Matching that dangerous energy step for step, Tim Tszyu reveals he has undergone his own massive corner transformation by partnering with local icon Jeff Fennick.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. It's just learning different stuff. I feel like I'm in school all over again when I'm working with running. You know, I'm learning a lot, and it's really getting me excited to come back to the gym because I'm learning different stuff. As far as the old times is more of I'm doing the same repetitive shit over and over and over for the last 15 odd years, like doing the same thing. If you look at all my tapes and stuff, the same rhythm, the same motion, the same intensity over and over and over and over and over again. And I was just, I won't say I was scared to leave, but you know, it's just trying to be loyal and all that. But you know, you got to move on at some point. And, you know, I feel like me and Ronnie meshed together well. Once I started working with Ronnie, like the second day, I was like, he the guy. I'm sticking with him.
The mental warfare escalates dramatic when both claim supreme confidence, prompting Spence to flatly dismiss his rival's readiness as nothing but a weak bluff. Coldly invoking a classic warning from Mike Tyson, Spence promises that whatever strategy his opponent has built will instantly shatter the moment they trade leather.
I control what I get to do. Over the years, I've learned different things. And as Errol Spence said before, insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting different results. I went through the same situation. And that's why I did decide to change up my team. And now I am with Jeff. I'm learning new things. Will I have to do everything? No, it's everything that you've been taught over the last 20, 30 years that you've been in the sport. So over what I've learned in my lifetime, I'm going to bring it all on this fight.
Tempers finally boil over as Tszyu openly questions how ready Spence can truly be after sitting on the sidelines for 3 long years. In a thrilling moment of pure instinct, Spence dares his younger rival to clear the room and start an immediate sparring session right on the spot.
Ready for Errol Spence Jr.
I think so. Why wouldn't it be?
Is Errol Spence Jr. ready for Tim Tszyu?
We shall, sir.
He cap on that. He know better than that.
What's cap?
I was gonna say, do you know what that means?
Cap. I mean, you not telling the truth.
I'm bluffing. We shall see.
Nah, it ain't no we shall see. You know how I come. You know how.
I know what you're made of course. But I'm saying, when it comes to fight night, all the plan, as Mike Tyson once said, when you get here, all your plans change. So that's what it is. We shall see.
Even Tim's trainer, Jeff Fennick, vouches for the total dedication of their training camp, stating that their preparation has been pushed to the absolute limit. He insists that his fighter is fully locked in and executing the game plan perfectly, expressing complete confidence that his pupil will deliver when the opening bell rings.
Ask Tim, ask Tim has there been changes. Ask Tim, is he happy? Ask Tim how he feels, and all our team, our combination, our work has been 110%. And for all these guys out there, I'm not the one that's going to go out there doing the fight, and Tim's got to do that. He realises that I'm telling him the right thing, or else he wouldn't be doing it, or else he wouldn't have me in the corner. So, Tim's got a big job to do. I'm 110% confident that he can do it.
While remaining highly confident in his fighter's victory, the legendary coach displays true sportsmanship by voicing his deep respect for the legacy of their opponent. He proudly stands by his own elite coaching credentials, ready to guide his charge into the biggest battle of their lives.
And we're going to see the very, very best version. And like I said, he knows this is a huge fight for him. A win, puts him straight back into where he wants to be. So, like I said, the first time I eyes with Errol Spence, I'll shake his hand and say, wow, what a champion you've been. It's an honour for me to be in Tim's corner fighting him. And he'll get all the respect he deserves. I'm a respectful guy. I'm not like these idiots that are out there talking crap that they're all better than me, they've done this, I can't coach. Let them coach the guys that I've coached and see where they would have got.
Fennick rejects any claims that his fighter relies on family legacy, pointing instead to the incredible toughness and bloody wars his man has survived. He believes his charge has earned every ounce of his reputation through sheer grit and is fully prepared to handle whatever violence comes his way.
Well, obviously, he has a famous name, but people, to give Tim credit, is because of the way he fights, because he's fearless. He's gone through some of the toughest fights over the last decade. He fought, a full fight with a cut that looked like somebody hit him with an axe on their head. He's done all these things. So all the credit and that he gets, he's brought it onto himself. He deserves it all.
Meanwhile, Spence's trainer, Ronnie Shields, also directly addresses the skeptics by promising that Spence is returning as a far superior version of his former self. With a fully rested body and incredibly fluid punches, the trainer warns the boxing world that those counting his fighter out are in for a massive shock.
Well, everybody's right who say he's not going to be the same. He's going to be better. So much better than he ever was. His body is well rested. It feels really good. Everything is going great. And as you saw today, his punches are fluid. He's strong, and he's throwing the punches to where I think he should throw them. And defense is looking good, so everything is going great. And hey, everybody that's thinking he don't have anything left, just wait.
Setting the record straight on the long layoff, Shields explains that Spence never actually stopped training or maintaining his elite physical condition. The decision to return was not forced, but rather a natural spark that hit the fighter once he realized his body was primed and ready.
Really nothing, because I realized that if you take care of your body, like he's done for the last 3 years, then, he never stopped working. That's the thing people don't understand. They think he was off for 3 years. No, he wasn't. He kept on working by himself. Never thought he would come back. He said just one day it hit him, I think I'm gonna come back.
Revealing the psychological mindset of this camp, the coach emphasizes that they are focusing entirely on this singular mountain without looking at the future. This return is driven by a deeply personal quest for self-validation, making the outcome of this battle a defining moment of truth.
On one fight at a time. Even after this fight, if I win or lose, I may say, you know what? That's enough. I'm done. I just want to prove to myself that I can come back and do my best.
Shields outlines the tactical key to victory, focusing on a heavily upgraded defense and strict adherence to their strategic blueprint. By balancing relentless hard work in the gym with perfect recovery, the master trainer believes his fighter is perfectly positioned to execute on fight night.
Look, I just want him to be himself. Despite what everybody say or what everybody think, the way we train him, I just want him to stick to the game plan. And whatever happens is going to happen. But right now I feel really great how everything is going. His defense is really picked up really well. And, you know, evidence of that is inspiring. And, you know, he's just working hard. So, you know, he knows how to rest, and that's the most important thing.
Paulie Mulingdaji highlights the massive curiosity surrounding this clash, noting that both elite fighters have proven themselves at the world level but now carry heavy question marks. He points out that while Tszyu has successfully rebuilt his momentum with consecutive wins, his sudden coaching changes leave everyone wondering how he will perform under the bright lights.
I think there's a lot of curiosity regarding Spence and Tszyu. You know, two guys have solidified themselves at world level in recent years. But there's a lot of question marks about the way they're, you know, the condition that they're in as far as how close or how far from their prime they are at in this matchup, going this matchup. With Tszyu, we've seen him 2 wins on the trot, you know, working on some things, getting himself back together, getting some confidence back together. But he's changed his team again, whether it's for the better or for the worse on fight night, right? It's always been a little bit of a conversation point. But
Mulingdaji argues that the biggest riddle remains the long inactive challenger, making it practically impossible to predict his physical state. Without any recent performances to judge, the former champion warns that stepping straight back into an elite matchup after years away makes this fight a massive gamble.
The important thing is that Tszyu has been active, at least. With Spence, it's kind of more difficult to put your finger on it, you know, because he's not been active. And so, you know, you wonder, what is the Errol Spence you're going to get on fight night? Are you going to get the Errol Spence that looks totally shot? Are you going to get a partially, you know, still sharp Errol Spence? I don't know what to tell you. Because how do you predict it when a guy's been out for so many years? You know, it's and he just jumps right back into a fight like this. So it's not an easy one to...
Analyzing the contrasting public opinion, Mulingdaji challenges those betting purely on reputation, warning that nobody knows how the inactive star will handle punches or timing. He emphasizes that while the active champion might not have looked flawless recently, his physical durability and stamina are proven assets.
Here in the States, I see a lot of people picking Errol because they've not been so impressed with the way Tim looked in these last 2 fights. But I don't necessarily agree, because you're picking Errol based on how you think he's going to look. But you don't really know what kind of punch resistance he has left. You don't really know what kind of legs he has left. You don't really know how his timing's going to be after years that he's been off and having been literally beaten up the last time he was in a ring. So it's a very difficult fight to pin down and try to dissect, because only one guy has been in the ring recently. And yes, maybe Tim Tszyu didn't look super impressive, but he's been winning. He got the rounds, so you at least know what you're getting. Spence, you really don't know what you're getting. You're just assuming what you're gonna get.
Coach Kenny Ellis shares a startling first-hand observation from Las Vegas, noting that Errol Spence appeared to be hiding significant pain and limping ahead of his last outing. Despite acknowledging those lingering physical worries, the trainer confidently predicts that a healthy version of the star will completely run through his upcoming opponent.
Me and Calvin was in Vegas, and we was at the weigh-in. And I told Calvin, man, something ain't right. Errol don't look right. He was walking with a slight limp, like he was holding back some pain. So it might be some, you know, some truth to that rib injury. I was like, man, he don't look like himself. The way he was walking, you know. But he took the fight, you know. But as far as the Tim Tszyu fight, I think Errol gonna walk through him. I don't want to see him fight again, but if he's going to fight, I think he'll beat Tim Tszyu.
Ellis aggressively dismisses the hype surrounding the hometown favorite, arguing that the media and fans are only pushing him because of his legendary father's name. He insists that the younger fighter possesses none of his dad's elite traits and is highly overrated.
I don't see Tim Tszyu like you know, you think of his dad, they keep pushing him because they're thinking of his dad. He ain't nothing like his dad, you know?
Yeah.
They keep pushing him, but he's not his dad.
Envisioning a brutal and decisive conclusion to the bout, the outspoken coach predicts an early night for the home crowd. He expects the former unified king to completely break down his opponent and score a devastating stoppage within the first 8 rounds.
You see Spence stopping him?
Yeah. Inside 7, 8.
Former champion Zab Judah is highly impressed by the tactical improvements inside Errol Spence Jr.'s camp, crediting legendary trainer Ronnie Shields for restoring fluid head movement and sharp footwork. This defensive evolution convinces Judah that the boxing world will witness a completely revitalized fighter who is fully capable of scoring a dramatic knockout.
I like him. Ronnie Shields is doing a marvelous job with him. He's got him moving his head and throwing punches. That's the Ronnie Shields movement. Yep, I remember these days. Move your head, throw the punches, slide around, keep moving. Move your head, slide around, keep moving. Walk your feet. Use the jab. I mean, listen, I know for a fact we're gonna see a different Errol Spence than we've seen in the Terrence Bud Crawford fight. And I'm predicting that Errol Spence stops Tim Tszyu.
Judah anticipates that the young champion will start incredibly sharp and furious, forcing the returning star to navigate some early danger while shaking off ring rust. However, he envisions the veteran slowly solving the puzzle, gradually taking control of the distance and launching a relentless breakdown that ends in a 9th round stoppage.
A late stoppage. The reason why I pick a late stoppage because Tim Tszyu is gonna be very sharp early. He's gonna be looking to fight. He's young. He got a lot of heart. He's ferocious. He has tenacity, and he's gonna come in there and try to make this happen. You know what I'm saying? And I think that maybe for a while, because of Errol Spence's layoff and you know the long layoff, he's gonna take him a couple rounds to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? But once he figure it out, I think later on in the fight, the big fish will turn back into the big fish, and he'll walk Tim Tszyu down, and he'll get a late stoppage. I'm predicting around the 9th round, though. Maybe the 9th round. The 9th round sounds pretty.
Bracing for an absolute collision of two elite fighters who refuse to take a step backward, Judah notes that neither man will yield an inch of ground, with the proud home favorite backed by his entire nation and the challenger fueled by a desperate need for redemption. A spectacular finish before the final bell feels completely inevitable.
Tim Tszyu is a killer. Errol Spence is a killer. Errol Spence got something to prove to the world. Tim Tszyu is in his country. He got his whole country behind him. It's places where, remember, he was born there, right? He went to school there. He got his friends, his peers. He's not coming in to lose, brother. He coming there to fight. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I predict this shit ain't going on 12 rounds. No way, Jose.
Tim Bradley passionately reminds fans that the challenger possesses an otherworldly level of toughness and a spirit that simply cannot be broken. He believes that surviving near-fatal car crashes and refusing to quit in his toughest ring moments proves that this warrior is destined for greatness.
Spence is built different. I mean, y'all don't know. Hey, I'm here to let y'all know that man is built different. Shit. He ain't getting knocked out when he fought against Crawford. Nah, shit, the referee stopped the fight. Shit, he was willing to go on his deathbed. Shit, he never stopped giving up. Y'all better go back and watch that damn fight. You know what I'm saying? Anybody with a heart like that, anybody get thrown from a car going 100-something miles an hour, bro, and still live? Bro, he got a lot to get. Hey, God stored him for some apparent reason, and we about to see right now.
Looking closely at the champion, Bradley claims to have spotted a clear physical and mental limit during his past brutal battles. He suggests that surviving gruesome cuts and heavy beatings has left lingering mental scars that his opponent will easily exploit.
Tim Tszyu, listen to me. Tim still got some pop on his shots, but damn it, once I see a breaking point in a fighter, shit, that's all I need to see. And I know Spence see it too. He got a breaking point, people. Now look, he got his ass whooped. Tim Tszyu got his ass whooped, and that's to be expected by. That's the problem with him. Okay? He's had some traumatic experiences. Not outside the ring, but inside the ring. For sure. When he got that cut on top of his head, all of that, oh man, he be having flashbacks. A headbutt or something. Oh yeah. PTSD like a mug. You know, that's what I see. This is what I see with my eyes. This is what I see. I'm just letting y'all know.
Bradley dismisses any concerns about ring rust, arguing that elite muscle memory and champion-level experience never truly fade away. He points out that the challenger's natural size advantage and powerful southpaw style make him an absolute nightmare matchup for a champion who historically refuses to move his head.
Spence is bigger than him. Spence is willing to punch with him. Yeah, and you know that, man. Tim Tszyu don't move his damn head for nothing in the world. And he got his ass whooped by a southpaw. And Spence is what? A southpaw. Now, I know y'all gonna be like, man, well, it's a lot of inactivity, Tim. A lot of inactivity. Shit, when you elite and you working and you sacrificing and you running and you training and you weight training and you doing what you need to do to get ready, you know, the time don't damn matter. Because guess what? The miles are already in it. The experience is already in it. There's a lot of character in this damn car that's being restored. A lot of character in Spence. Shit, and the last time he was in the ring, he showed his character. Yeah. So, shit, hey, if y'all want to discount Spence on or disqualify his abilities on just inactivity, go ahead. I'm not. Hell no, I'm not. No, I know what type of beast he is. Spence is the damn beast, a future Hall of Famer. And if you didn't know, now you damn know. I got Errol Spence Jr.
Fanon Boxing offers some lighthearted yet crucial advice to the former unified champion, insisting that Errol Spence Jr. needs to ditch his unusual new hairstyle before stepping into the ring. He jokingly warns that reclaiming his classic look is the first psychological step toward getting back to serious business.
As a career-long fan of Errol, the true Spence Jr., he's going to lose this fight if he does not do two things to this man. First thing first, bro, he's got to get that rat tail off his head, man. He's got to get that rat tail off his head, man. He looked like something's growing out the back of his head, man. That hairdo's got to change, man. I'm sorry, bro, that whatever you got going on, that spiritual journey he was on that got him with that hairdo, man, no. You gotta let that go, bro. Walk up in the ring like you got some sense.
Reflecting on the challenger's quiet lifestyle on his ranch and his peaceful family trips, Fanon Boxing notes that this journey of self-discovery was well-deserved. Even so, he emphasizes that the holiday is officially over and the time has come for the veteran to resurrect his ferocious, hungry warrior persona.
You know, looking at Errol Spence, I don't know if he was on I know that he was on a journey to find himself. You know, that he was looking for peace with him and his family, that he moved away from downtown Dallas and moved out to, to the, way out where he has himself a nice ranch. And I know he spends a lot of times out of pocket with his family in Jamaica. Man, but it's time to get down there, man. And it's time to start grinding. You know what I mean? You gotta be the old Errol Spence, man. You gotta be the shag. You gotta be the dude with the shag, man.
Fanon Boxing warns that Tim Tszyu is a devastating puncher who becomes exceptionally dangerous if his rhythm is left undisturbed. He points out that with the roaring home crowd backing him on Australian soil, the young champion possesses the ultimate motivation to ruin the high-profile comeback.
Tim Tszyu, on the other hand, man, is somebody that if you're not going to be able to crack him, if you're not able to box him and you're not able to really hurt him and get him off his square, man, that dude can be very, very dangerous, man. He's a big puncher. And on top of it, man, this is a big chance for him, and it's a big chance for him in his hometown, in his home country, rather. I'm not sure if it's in his hometown or not, but it's in his home country, on his home television network, where people support him. He's going to have the crowd behind him. The crowd's not going to be behind Errol Spence. So, the name of Tim Tszyu or the Costa Tszyu is out there, right? So, in Australia, and it's a big name in Australia. So, there's going to be a lot to prove for Tim Tszyu, and Tim Tszyu's got to be real confident going into the fight.
Bringing a burst of intense confidence, renowned coach Bozy Ennis warns that the public is foolishly overlooking the former unified champion. He sees this high-risk matchup as the perfect platform for a state, predicting that the veteran will stun the skeptics by sticking to a masterfully crafted strategy that completely neutralizes his war-ready opponent.
I think that's going to be a good fight, man. Everybody just sleeping on my man Spence, man. I think Spence going to do what he's supposed to do, man. And then he fighting a guy that can really fight. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that, he's a good boxer, nothing, but he comes to fight. You know what I mean? So this is going to be a good test for Spence, I think. And I think Spence going to do well.
Grant Tassie Brown outlines the perfect mental trap waiting for Errol Spence, advising Tim Tszyu to deliver a shocking wake-up call in the opening moments of the fight. He believes that a smart, relentless attack will instantly force Errol to face the harsh reality of his long layoff.
I believe he'll be on song, and I believe he'll have too much for Errol Spence. But I like him to start early. Really, remind Spence that You've been off for 3 years. This is what it's like being hit hard. And, you know, jump on him early, but do it intelligently, obviously. You know, I don't mean just go out there blazing like Buckram. I mean, do it intelligently like he did against Tony Harrison, like he did against Bam Mendoza. I believe that version of Tim Tszyu, feinting, using the lead hand and dropping that right hand down the pipe, I believe that's the Tszyu that we'll see, and that'll get him victorious.
This blockbuster clash is an absolute coin flip, where legendary status meets relentless modern activity. Will Errol Spence Jr. prove that his elite class is permanent, or will Tim Tszyu completely dismantle the returning king in front of a roaring home crowd? Who do you have winning this massive war, and do you think ring rust will be the deciding factor on fight night? Drop your predictions, and let us know your thoughts in the comments section below.